What if you could completely transform your service business in the next 30 days so that you won't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars a year just on marketing agencies' management fees ever again? Get much better results yourself, and all it takes is an hour a day for the next 30 days and then 5 to 10 minutes a week of maintenance work. If you don't know me, my name is Lior Vaknin, and over the past few years, I've helped hundreds of service business owners, non-techie just like you, generate tens of millions of dollars, become the best marketers for their own business, and break free from marketing agencies' dependency. And over the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly how local service mastery works. So by the end of it, you'll know if it's relevant for you and your business. So what is Local Service Mastery? Local Service Mastery is the #1 coaching program for service business owners who want to master lead generation without having to depend on marketing agencies ever again. Now, let's talk about who this program is for. This program is for service business owners who are already spending $10K a year plus on marketing agencies' management fees without seeing results. This program is not for service businesses who are still in the idea stage or making less than $250K a year in revenue. It's not for affiliate businesses or drop shipping or e-commerce businesses. Everything that is not a local service business, this program is not relevant for. We don't deal with regulated industries such as cannabis, hard money lending, credit repair, and so on. And we also are not welcoming marketing agencies who are looking to resell or use this method for these clients, for their clients. We have different plans for marketing agencies, but this program is not it. Now, if you don't know me and I don't know, you either just saw an ad or something like that, my recommendation is that you pause this video right now and do your due diligence. Now, if you ask me the best type of due diligence that you can do on anything, especially brands or coaching program or anything like that, is YouTube. YouTube is a great platform because it's not just some snippet or some, 90-second reel or some short form that you can't really tell if somebody's reading off a script or if they actually know what they're talking about. And so I suggest that you go over into my YouTube channel, go over my content, see the client testimonials, see the marketing breakdown, see all the free content that I put on my YouTube channel, and see if you are related to my style, to my type, and see that I actually know what I'm talking about. And after that, you can come back into this video. So let's talk about the LSM. What is the LSM method? So there's basically two methods of when we're thinking about education. There's on the one end of the spectrum, there's the do-it-yourself, right? Which is if you think about YouTube, right? You could absolutely go on YouTube, spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours, and go through different experiments and try to figure things out on your own. That's on the one side of the spectrum. And on the other side, you have the done for you. So those are the marketing agency solutions where you're doing basically nothing. You're just paying a fee. And ideally, in a perfect world, you're just getting results. Now I wouldn't even say in the middle between the do-it-yourself and done for you. We're closer to the done for you because as you would see later on in this presentation, we have a lot of automations, templates, setup tools that allows you to get things done for you automatically and will help you set up things for you. But at the end of the day, it's still a coaching program where it really relies on you learning and acquiring the skills yourself so that you don't have to rely not on Lior and not on anyone else by the time you're finishing with our program. Now, when we're talking about lead generation, we're basically talking about two main avenues. And again, you need to think about the service industry. One is paid and the other one is organic. Now within the paid, we have two main platforms. One is Google Ads and the other one is Meta. Meta is responsible for Facebook and Instagram ads. And on the organic, we also have two main platforms or avenues, one of which is the Google Business Profile and the other one is our website, and this is what's known in the industry as local SEO. Now, in most cases, when business owners join the program, we like to get them started with the paid ads. Why paid ads? Because that's the quickest way for you to get results immediately, okay? Now, this is something that I'm gonna cover later on how we decide this, but usually we're getting started with the paid ads. Now, let's go over Google Ads to kick things off. So what is basically make good Google Ads campaign? So good Google Ads campaign is 50% the setup of the campaign structure itself, and 50% is having a good landing page. That's it. It's not that complicated. If you have these two things in place, you're having a very successful Google Ads campaign. And a successful Google Ads campaign is, as you can see here, is having the conversion rate, meaning how many people visited the page versus how many people actually reached out to us, whether it's gave us a call or left their contact information on the website. And as you can see, some of the example from some of the industries, you can see sometimes 23%, 45%, and sometimes it's even 100%, meaning every click that somebody clicked on the ad is turning into a lead. Now, let's talk about timeline. Marketing agencies, as most of you probably know because you went through 1, 2, 3, 4 different marketing agencies in the past, they'll tell you, yeah, it takes a few months for the optimization and all that stuff for you to actually start seeing results. But the truth of the matter is that if you go through the training, it'll take you 3.5 hours, A to Z, to learn Google Ads yourself, and then 5 to 10 minutes a week after that for the maintenance. Because the beauty of the paid ads, it's that if you're setting things up correctly the first time around, there's not much maintenance that you need to do later on. And this is where the marketing agencies really make their money, is because they're spending, maybe a couple of hours of setting things up, or as you'll see in a second, how we actually have a much quicker solution, but then there's not a lot of work. And then you're paying that, $1,000, $1,500. I also seen $2,500 and $4,500 a month just on management, but there's not a lot of management that needs to be done later on. Now, a lot of people, recently have reached out and say, hey, but can't you really create at least the initial campaign for us? My answer is yes, we can. Now we have what is known as the Google Ads AI automation. So basically all you have to do is fill up some information. You're filling up your account ID, your URL, a bunch of information about your business, and we already set up the entire campaign for you. Okay, you'll fill up the hours, all of that, and then we will set up the initial campaign for you. Why? Because we want to help you get the quickest results possible. You would still learn within the program how you can do it manually, so you'll know if you want to replicate it, if you want to use it for more services, for more cities, for more businesses that you own. You would understand the whole process, but a lot of people want a very quick results, and this is something that is done basically in a matter of minutes. So this is something that we offer, and this is something that once you join the program, you'll be able to enjoy it. And again, this is something that you'll get done within minutes. Now, let me show you Nevi, just to bring it home, the whole point of how long it takes. And Nevi is a locksmith up in California. And when he joined, he tried to dabble with a lot of these things on his own after some failed attempts with different marketing agencies. And you can watch the whole interview on my channel later on if you want. But I just want you to listen to the initial results that he saw with the first couple of days within the program?
I was clueless. Like, I had no clue what I was doing. I was clicking on different buttons, and my website, before I joined the program, it was going down here, and it went all the way to the fourth page. I joined the program, and after 5 days, I brought it back to the first page, launched my campaign, and instantly from 2% I went up to 20%. I continued with the videos, and right now I'm currently sitting on 40%. It's huge for me and my business, plus like 7,500 a month is huge. If you want to put the cherry on the cake, I only spent $250.
Okay, so basically when he started, he had 2% conversion rate, which means that only 1 out of 50 clicks was turning into a lead. And after just a couple of weeks, he got it into 40% conversion rate, meaning almost every second click is now turning into a lead. Okay, and this is just one example. We have hundreds of businesses who saw the same type of results, but this is just one example to show you the power of this program. Now, we build you the campaign, and then some people say, hey, but my website doesn't look so good. So again, like I said, this is the beauty of Local Service Mastery, is that it's not just a Udemy online course or a YouTube tutorial. We actually give you all the assets for free as part of the program. So you'll get our landing page templates. Those are all WordPress templates that we will help set up on your website, and you'll learn how to edit them. But those are templates that we know for a fact are highly converting, and they're already optimized for mobile, for the service industry, so you'll understand exactly how you can utilize them for whatever service business that you're running. Okay, so this was Google Ads. Next up, we have Meta Ads. Meta, again, Facebook and Instagram. And what is basically Meta Ads is responsible for? If you think about Google Ads are people right now looking for the services that we're offering. And these are, I would say, the best type of leads, right? But a lot of times they're very expensive because all the other competitors are also competing for these same keywords. Whereas with Facebook, we're able to reach millions of people potentially within our area, within our 20, 30, 40, 50 mile radius. People who, if we have the right message, if we have the right offer, we're able to generate 10 and sometimes even 100x the amount of leads we're able to generate with Google, and at a much lower cost. Now, again, it's not all, like, oh my God, this is the best. No, the quality of the leads a lot of times with Google would be much better than with Facebook, but you would learn, because you would become the best marketer for your business, you would learn how to optimize and how to filter all the, low quality leads, which a lot of people who already attempted running Facebook ads in the past, these are just shitty leads. If you learn how to do it successfully and how to do it properly, you learn how to mitigate it and how to remove as much of it as possible, so you would only have high quality leads in the pipeline. So again, the first type of audience, as we see, there's basically two types of audiences that we're focusing on. One is cold audience, and the other one is retargeting. The cold audience, those are people who never heard about us, and when we're writing the right message and with the right offer, we're able to reach, again, 10 and sometimes even 100x the amount of leads that we're able to reach with Google, because again, there's only a limited amount of people who are looking for plumber near me, or roofer near me, or kitchen remodeling, or general contractor, or locksmith, or whatever service business you're running. Whereas here, if we have the right message, we're able to reach a much, much larger pool. So this is one type of audience, and you'll learn how to do that. But the second type, and that's something that a lot of business owners are just skipping, or they are not even aware of the potential and the power of Meta ads is that you're able to retarget people, because even if, let's say, you're getting a 20% conversion rate with your Google ads, which is in all, like in almost every industry, it's a phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal results. If you're getting 20% conversion rate, that means that only 1 out of 5 clicks is turning into a lead. Now, what about the remaining 4 people who clicked on your ad, but for whatever reason, they haven't reached out? With retargeting, we're able to now show our ads to these people over and over and over again until they're actually reaching out. Now, this is just one example of retargeting. There's also people who maybe saw your ad. Now, if you're just running general, general cold audience campaign, maybe they'll see your ad once, but they won't reach out. Whereas with retargeting, if they had any interaction with you or your brand, visited your website, visited your page, visited your Instagram, liked your ad, watched your reel, whatever interaction you had, now they're in our ecosystem, and we're able, with a very, very low budget, I'm talking like $5 to $10 a day, we're able to be in their feed over and over and over again. And those are clients that a lot of time end up being, thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars with the lifetime value. And we're able to basically capture them at a very, very low cost because we're running retargeting. Now, again, with timeline, marketing agency will tell you that it's between 1 to 2 months to set up the Meta and Instagram ads, where in fact it will take you less than 2 hours to master Facebook and Instagram ads. Now, again, I've been doing these sales calls for over 3 years now. I heard all the excuses, all the concerns and fears from business owners. And one concern that I hear over and over again, hey, but I'm not creative. How will I make good ads? So again, now with LSM AI, we already have templates, ready to use templates for you that you're able to basically just plug in your images or your videos, and it will basically have your ads ready in a matter of minutes. So nothing to worry about. We already got you covered with our own templates that are working, that are converting, and you will learn everything within the program. Now, this is another example of a client of ours, roofing company down in Atlanta. This is the results that I've seen after only 2 weeks within the program.
We started our ads and we got 8 brand new leads.
Woo! Look at you!
We're excited about getting a little bit of traction here. Just
look at you guys.
Yeah, so we got our first approval over the ad sets, 28,000. So that was great.
Amazing. That's what we're talking. That's all we care about. Show me what the money is. Is it worth it? Is it converting? Awesome. If so, let's pump some more money into it and let's feed this beast. That's it. If you want to. Okay. So this is the type of result that you can see works amazing for almost any service business. And again, a lot of the locksmith thing or the plumbing, we're only doing emergency. Well, if only you're focusing on emergency services, yeah, Google is your best bet. But even I have locksmiths who are seeing amazing results with Facebook ads, plumbers, HVAC. Why? Because again, you're focusing on services that are not necessarily emergency, and you have a potential to reach very higher tickets, such as security systems, such as full replumbing of the whole house, or full AC replacement. So there is a lot of things that you can do within Facebook ads, whether you're doing emergency or not, or high tickets, again, kitchen remodeling, things that are visual, they're working great. Again, Facebook is an awesome platform, and you will learn how to master it, like I said, in a couple of hours. That's all it will take you. Now, usually once we finish with the paid ads, because the paid ads is almost like a set and forget, and you're setting it up once And once it's set up, then you're able to maintain the whole thing between 5 minutes a day to 10 minutes a week. Then we have time to focus on organic. Now, organic, like I said, these are the results. These are the local grids. And if you've worked with a marketing agency, maybe they show you this. A lot of the times they don't because they're not giving you great results. But those are all results from clients who got it on their own. How? By just doing what we teach them within the program. Now, marketing agencies, again, that's their shtick. Once they call you and once you get on the contract, they'll tell you that it'll take between 6 to 12 months to see any ranking changes. But do you know why they're saying 6 to 12 months? It's not because Google requires 6 to 12 months. It's because on average, they'll spend between 1 to 2 hours a month on actual work, and this is only if they're actual honest people, on you, on your brand. Why? Because they have 10 to 20 other clients that they're working on, and every account manager, this is the time that they're allocating. Whereas nowadays in 2025, with AI and automation, we're able to reduce the amount of manual work that is needed by 80 to 90%. So even if you think of yourself as somebody who wants to do all of it, something that will take you maybe like 12 hours, 15 hours. I remember that it took me, when I started SEO back in 2009, it took you like between 12 to 15 hours a month of actual work on a client to start seeing really something moving the needle. Now you're able to reduce it by 80 to 90% thanks to AI and automation. So what used to take us, let's say 12 hours a month, now takes less than 5 minutes a month. Why? Because we already have an entire automation set up for you. So the whole content creation part will help you set it up on your own system. You'll learn the tools, you'll learn everything. So this entire funnel with all the automation, from the optimization of the keywords and the description to the creation of the blog post, to all of it, you're only setting it up once, and then you have the whole flow automated and set up for you. And like I said, a lot of you most likely are already spending or spent in the past $1,000, $1,500, $2,500 a month just on management to these SEO agencies for something that you'll be able to get much better results with, and you won't have these 2 blog posts a month which are shitty and are with AI generated content. You would get a much better results. And again, this is something that's going to blow your mind once you start seeing the behind the scene of what we're doing, is you're going to get a much better quality but also quantity. Because if you're doing the bare minimum, how can you compete with all the big players? Here you would see how you're able to generate much more organic content by yourself without having all the burden and all the manual work on your shoulder that you'll be like, oh, I can't do this. I need to manage my team. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to go out sometimes on the field and do the work. No. You'll have to do very, very, very little work. And when I say little, I'm talking about maybe just filming yourself or your team out on the job, and everything else, from the SEO part, from the content creation, title, description, creating the blog post, all of it is being done automatically for you using our scripts, templates, and system. So this is another example from a multi-7-figure locksmith and garage door business owner who graduated our program, and I want you to hear what he has to say.
It was like an eye-opener to us. We are 4 months in, we're dominating Vancouver.
Okay, so you can see, let me just close this. He has multiple businesses. He's able to rank with all of them at the top results organically, and with paid ads is able to rank in matter of, I think it's like 4 months.
It was like an eye-opener to us. We are 4 months in, we're dominating Vancouver. So we went, I came there, and I swear to God, it took us 2 days. We were watching this in 2 days, and we start running with it. Like, if you would see how the website looked before we took it, and now how the website look, I think we have the best website, that locksmith website you saw in ever. Our revenue went up by 35% in 4 months. And 35% in what we make, it's a lot.
Okay, so this is what you can do. And again, if you go all in on this, we're talking mastering the whole thing in matter of hours. Okay, now what I like, again, because one thing I hate is over promise and under deliver. And I know that a lot of people in the marketing world and the lead generation world, they're master of it, and this is why, part of the reason why this industry has such a bad reputation. So I don't want to tell you like some of these examples that, guys, you would master it in 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 days, like Alex here explained. But if you're putting in an hour a day, because the whole part of the education part, it will take you 12 hours, okay, give or take. So if you're putting in an hour a day, and my method and the way I like to coach people is that you watch the whole thing start to finish once, and only on the second time you implement things alongside me. If you're putting in an hour a day, we're talking about mastering the whole thing in less than a month. Mastering the whole thing less than a month. And this is if you're putting in the bare minimum of an hour a day. If you're putting more input, you get quicker results, better results, and you master it at a much deeper level and at a much quicker time. So if you're putting in the bare minimum, you'll be able to master the whole thing, paid ads and organic, in less than a month. Now, usually there's no questions, but if you do, first of all, feel free to send me a message on the DM on Instagram, or again, if it all makes sense and you just want to move forward, you can book your call, book your discovery call, where we'll go over everything, understand your business, and then we'll get you started. But the next question usually, how does it work? So basically, the first step is an onboarding call, where after our initial discovery call, we get you started, we get you enrolled in the program, and then we're setting up a one-on-one call, me and you, okay? It's me, it's not anyone else. We're gonna audit everything that's currently happening within your business, and then I'm gonna tell where I would start if I were you. Now again, it all depends on what your desires, what your wishes are, but like I said, 90 to 95% of the times, we're getting you started with paid ads. But if your case is unique and you want to start off with organic, again, this is a case-by-case thing, and this is something that we're going to evaluate together. So on this onboarding call, we're going to build out the strategy for you, and we're going to do a full marketing audit to whatever is currently happening within your business. Then we're going to guide you and set you up with the plug-and-play setup so you can get the quickest results possible. Like I showed you with the Google Ads setup, or with the Facebook, or the SEO, will already help you set these things up in motion so you can start seeing results as quickly as the next day. Now, as far as the education, it's basically split into 3 main parts. The first part is the course. Now, this is not some hypothetical theory like you think of a university where, oh my God, like this is so high level that it doesn't really relate to me and my business. No, this is you seeing me, how I'm setting things up, and you're gonna mimic and do the same on your end. Whether it's with Google Ads or Facebook ads or whatever it is, you're gonna see and basically replicate the whole thing A to Z on your end. Now, 10 to 15% of the people who are, I would say, more technical, maybe they try to dabble with things and try to make it on their own, or maybe they have some technical backgrounds. We have some people who are coming from, different consulting firms, and that they purchase a service business. People who have a bit of sense for a technical aspect this is all they need. They just need somebody to show them the ropes and somebody to take them A to Z, and that's it. Now, again, like I said, most of our students, it's not that. So we have some people in the program who never opened up a computer before, not techie at all, and this is what we cater to. But for those who only need the juice, only need the shortcut, instead of them wasting hundreds, if not thousands of hours on different experiments, and they just want the A to Z strategy, this is all they need. They need somebody to show them what they need, and that's it. And this is a lot of these cases that you've seen before. That's all they needed. It's just somebody to show them, and this course covers everything. Now, in case you have questions, by the way, we created something called the Document Library. The Document Library is a collection of all the questions that were asked by our students over the last 3.5 years at this point. We're talking over 800 questions at this point. So almost any question you can think of, any question you can imagine that you might encounter, you don't even need to wait for a support team to answer you. You just go to the Document Library, you type in the keyword that's relevant for your issue, and you already see the solution, or it's from the weekly group call. So you see the question and my answer to it on it, so you can troubleshoot the issue on your own. So that's part one. Second thing is our community. So we have a very vibrant community where people ask questions, and you can post within the community. You can post a video recording or a screenshot, or see what other business owners are going through. There's the wins channel. There's a lot of things and a lot of updates, because there's always new things that are going on within our program, and everything is happening within the community. You'll have the links to the weekly group calls. There's the call recordings in case you missed it or you just want to go back to it. There's a lot of resources that are happening in the community. And this is where, again, if you have questions throughout the week, you can just post your question there, and either me or my team will answer it to you, usually within a span of a few hours. So this is happening within the community, and it's also a great place for you to reconnect with other members, with other business owners who are just like you, going through the same steps as you, so you can learn together, you can connect, you can do some joint ventures that I've seen come out of the program. Again, like, there's a lot of amazing things that are happening when you're in the same setting with other like-minded people like you, who are service business owners who are now focused on becoming the best marketers for their business. And the third and final part, which is the holy grail and maybe the most important part of this whole program, which is our weekly group calls. Why this is the most important? Because we're meeting live every week. Every week, me and you are going to meet live on these calls, and we're going to troubleshoot whatever issue you might have. We have a dedicated 2 hours for these calls, and we're going to troubleshoot everything on it live. Whatever issue, I'm there for you. And it's not just that, but you also get to see and hear what other business owners are facing, and understand, based on their questions and their issues, how you can address those problems within your business. Or, oh my God, thank God he mentioned this, so now I can prevent myself from going through the same route or making the same mistake. So this is an awesome setup, and this is something that a lot of the business owners, even if you don't have questions yourself, you plug into these weekly group calls, and you learn from other business owners and what they're going through, so you can become wiser. And it's sort of like a hive mind, if you think of bees, where everybody's collectively, working towards the same goal. This is the same thing that's happening within these weekly group calls. So I want to ask you again, do you have any questions? If you do, I want you to write them down. And again, if you book the call down below, you're able to book a call. You can ask those questions on our discovery call, or you can just send me a DM on my Instagram at vakninlior.com, and just shoot me a message, or on Instagram or on Facebook, and I'll be happy to address it. And if it all makes sense, we're able to get you started. Now, let me ask you this. Is this what you're looking for? If it's not, again, and you're looking for a marketing agency, go look elsewhere. We're not a marketing agency. We're helping you become independent because the people we target are people who are fed up with paying tens of thousands of dollars a year to people who don't have a vested interest in the success of their business, and all they care about is their monthly fee. This is for business owners who understand that the most important part of being a business owner is knowing how to make the phone ring. And if that's you and this is what you're looking for, I can't wait to help you get started and master the whole thing yourself. So next question, hey, how much does it cost? So basically the cost of the program is a one-time fee of $5,000. This is to get you in the door, and it will give you access for 30 days for everything that we covered, from the course to the support and the community and our weekly group calls. This will give you access for 30 days, where within those 30 days, you'll be able to master the whole thing, A to Z. Like I said, the whole marketing, you'll be able to master it within the 30 days. And then second month onward, it's $299 a month for an ongoing access for the entire program, as well as support, the weekly group calls and everything. And the $299 a month, again, this is something that you can cancel at any point. There's no annual fee, there's no annual contract, you pay as you go. And I can tell you that a lot of the business owners who join the program, they keep on the monthly payment plan because they think of it like a Netflix for their business. Because even for that one question a month, or just learning from, what's out there, what's new, there's always new things, and this is a live organism. This is not like a online course that somebody created it back in 2019 and is just reselling it. No, this is every time there's new updates, and we're constantly updating the program. So just for that, a lot of the business owners are choosing to just keep that monthly payment and monthly subscription ongoing, but it's up to you. Second month onward, it's $299 a month. You can stay for as long as you want. Maybe it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or a year plus. Again, this is all up to you, but this is the cost. Business owners who are looking for a split payment, we do have options. It's a little bit pricier, but we do have options to split payment. This is something that we can discuss on our discovery call. But basically, after that, you'll book your onboarding call. You'll get access to everything, to the course, to our community, and then you'll start your journey to become the best marketer for your business. So this is it. If it's relevant, book your discovery call below. I look forward seeing you on the call and can't wait to help you break free from marketing agency dependency and become the best marketer for your business. See you guys inside. Peace.